welcome back to my book corner for another story time with me, Rockin' Ryan. I hope you've had a really good day. I've had a brilliant day today and lots of fun, and I'm going to finish my day by reading one of my favourite stories. Again, it is by Julia Donaldson, and this is Charlie Cook's favourite book. Now, I wonder what your favourite book is. Could be The Gruffalo, could be Frozen. It could be my favourite book, The Cat in the Hat. Who knows? But today, we're going to hear all about Charlie Cook's favourite book. And let me tell you, he has more than just one. So, let's turn on those listening ears. Click! Get nice and comfortable, just like Charlie's about to in his comfy chair. And let's read our story. Charlie Cook's favourite book, by Julia Donaldson. Once upon a time, there was a boy called Charlie Cook who curled up in his cosy chair and read his favourite book. About a leaky pirate ship which very nearly sank, and a pirate chief who got the blame and he had to walk the plank. The chief swam to an island and went digging with his hook. At last he found the treasure chest, and in it was a book. About a girl called Goldilocks and three indignant bears who cried, "Who's had our porridge? Who's been sitting on our chairs?" They went into the bedroom and Baby Bear said, "Look, she's in my bed, and what is more, she's got my favourite book." About Sir Percy Pilkington, a bold and fearless knight, who told the dragon, "Wait, I'm not quite ready for the fight. You must hear this one first." And then his armour clanked and shook as he read aloud a joke he'd found inside his favourite book. About Rowena Redalot, a very well-read frog, who jumped upon a lily pad and then jumped upon a log. Then jumped into the library, which stood beside the brook, and went, "Read it, read it, read it," as she jumped upon a book. About an old oak tree full of birds. Each bird had built a nest, and they had a competition to decide which one was best. They chose an owl to judge it, and the winner was a rook, whose nest was lined with pages from his very favourite book. About a girl who saw a flying saucer in the sky. Some small green men were in it, and they waved as they flew by. She tugged her mother's sleeve and said, "Look, Mum, what I've just seen." But Mum said, "Hush, I'm trying to read my favourite magazine." About a wicked jewel thief who stole the king's best crown, but then got stuck behind some sheep, which slowed his car right down. The king dialed 999, and soon the cops had caught the crook and flung him into prison, where he read his favourite book. About a greedy crocodile who got fed up with fish and went on land to try and find some other kind of dish. He went into the bookshop and there grew even greedier while reading on page 90 of a large encyclopedia. About the biggest birthday cake the world had ever seen. A team of royal cake makers had made it for the Queen. The cake was so delicious that a famous spaceman took a slice of it to Jupiter. He also took a book. About a ghost who glided round a castle every night, carrying her head and giving everyone a fright. She kept it up till morning, then she found a shady nook and put her head back on again to read her favourite book. About a cosy armchair and a boy called Charlie Cook. The end. Oh, so many stories. My favourite story in this book was definitely Goldilocks and the 1, 2, 3 Bears. Can you remember the story Goldilocks and the 3 Bears? I wonder if you can remember what delicious food did Goldilocks eat? Can you remember? That's right, porridge. But one was, too hot. And the other one was, too cold. But the third bowl of porridge was, just right. And then she broke Baby Bear's chair and then fell asleep in Baby Bear's bed. And with that, I think it's time that maybe we try to all have a great big sleep, just like Goldilocks and just like Charlie Cook will do in his big cosy armchair. So, close those eyes nice and tight. No snoring. And I will see you back here tomorrow for another story in my book corner with me, Rockin' Ryan. But for now, bye-bye.